This is how the default VS Code looks. It is very distracting with very less coding space. So we are going to first of all make it look better to our eyes. The first thing I always change is the theme. To install it, simply open the Extensions tab, search for Capuchin, and install the one you like. You can also use the official version of the theme, but I prefer the theme named Capuchin Dark Pro. I like it because it combines the elegant colors of Capuchin with the syntax highlighting of One Dark Pro. Next, just install it, and the pop-up to select the theme will automatically open where you can select the theme you just installed. Now the old boring colors of VS Code are gone, and we have a cool, comfortable workspace to code. Next are the icons. The default icons work perfectly fine, but I personally prefer Capuchin icons because it keeps everything looking consistent. To use them, again go to the Extensions tab and search for Capuchin icons. You can use the official version, but I like the Capuchin Perfect Icons extension just because it says it has more icons. Install it, and the prompt to select the icon pack will automatically open for you. I use the Mocha version as my rest of the setup is also Mocha. However, you can select any of them. Small changes like this don't improve productivity directly, but they make the editor feel much nicer to use every day. The next thing I change is the font. I'm using JetBrains MonoNerd font. It's clean and easy to read. To use it, open Settings and search for Font. Under the font family, change it to JetBrains Mono NF Thin. It may be different for you. You can get the exact name by typing the command given in description in Terminal. If you're following my previous Windows customization video, you probably already have this font installed. Now the editor looks much better with the improved font. But if you open a terminal, you will notice that the font hasn't changed here. To fix this, open Settings once again and search for Terminal Font. Change the font family here with JetBrains Mono NF Thin or whatever the command showed you. Now the font has also changed in the terminal, and it too looks much cleaner. Now, let's talk about extensions. One mistake I made when I first started using VS Code was installing way too many extensions. Now I only keep the ones I actually use. The first extension is Live Server. You can install it from the Extensions tab. Search for it and click Install. It is very useful for people who work on websites. It allows us to see live changes in the website rather than refreshing every time. Now, we have a Go Live button in the bottom bar which you can click when a web development project is open. The second extension is Code Runner. It helps to make the outputs of code in Terminal look clean and minimal. After installing it, we need to do some changes in the settings to make it work. You can open the Settings menu using Ctrl+, then search for Code Runner and click on Edit in Settings.json under the Executor Map section. Here, for every language you use, you will need to add CLS semicolon and a space before the default prompt. What this will do is clear the terminal before running the file, so it stays clean every time you run the code. From these, I mostly use Node and Python, so I did the same for them. By the way, I will provide a link to my settings.json file in the description, so you can just copy and paste it to apply these as well as all the settings we will do after this, if you want to skip the process. Besides extensions, there are a few settings that I always change. Instead of going through hundreds of settings, I'll only show the ones that actually make a difference. In Settings, search for Code Runner, run in Terminal, and check the first box. This will tell VS Code to use Code Runner to run code instead of the default. Now we will increase the actual coding space in the app to remove any distractions. First, drag the AI chat panel into the left sidebar and close the right side panel. Now these icons bar is also taking up a lot of space. To hide it, right-click on the bar and select the activity bar position as top or bottom, as you like. Now we will change some settings which will make the editor feel better to use. For the font size, I keep it at 14, which is the default. Next, search for font ligatures and click on the Edit in Settings.json button. In the file, change that option to true. This will make the font better to read. Next setting is line height. I keep it at 1.8, but you can change it as you like. Now, if you want this smooth cursor animation that I have, open Settings and search for Smooth Caret and turn it on. Here, also turn on smooth scrolling for both editor and the integrated terminal. Set the cursor blinking animation to smooth. You can also use other as you like. Now search for breadcrumbs and disable it. It is this thing's visible over the code. I don't use it, so I will disable it. To further increase the coding space, you can hide the left panel by using the shortcut Ctrl+B. To make this command palette window open in the center, search for Customize Layout in it and make the quick input position to center. To open the command palette, you can use the shortcut Ctrl+Shift+P. I don't need this search bar over here, so I will hide it by going into Settings and searching for Command Center and disabling it. Now the bar is hidden and we can only see the name of the file. You can also hide this bottom status bar, but I need it, so I won't. The last thing which we are going to change is the color of the terminal. By default, this is black in color, so to match the color of our setup, we are going to change it. We can do so by opening our settings.json file by typing open user settings in the command palette and opening it. You will need to add this code snippet over here, which you can copy and paste from my file. Link is in the description. And that's pretty much my VS Code setup. Nothing here is revolutionary, but all of these small improvements together make VS Code cleaner, easier to use, and a much nicer place to spend hours writing code. If you have any extensions or settings that you think I should try, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.